Hey guys, what's going on? Today I'm going to talk about the Grammy Awards, which since it happens tonight, I get a lot of questions about this, like what it's like attending the Grammy Awards and things like that. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about what it's like to attend the Grammy Awards, what some of the rules are when it comes to going, and then lastly, at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you how you can go to the Grammys without knowing anybody famous. So let's get into it. Now, people ask me all the time, how did you get to go to the Grammys? So let me explain this a little bit. Growing up, I had a friend that ended up getting into designing album covers. He did artwork for a lot of different CDs for different bands that went national and started getting a lot of radio airplay. And once you get enough credits from doing certain things, whether it be creative or production, like personally, I ended up, I produced an album for a friend that ended up getting nationally released, and we both had enough experience under our belts to apply for Grammy membership. So that's one way that you can get tickets, and every Grammy member can pick up or can purchase up to 4 tickets each year, and you can bring whoever you want. The only downside is that you cannot transfer tickets, you cannot sell tickets. So if anybody offers to sell you Grammy tickets, that's probably not a very smart idea, because the tickets that you're getting are probably either illegally purchased or they're not real to begin with. So let's get into this. Ticket pickup. A couple days before the Grammys, they open ticket pickup, and if you have a ticket, you can go and get it. And if you are, people ask me, how do you get on the red carpet? The way to get on the red carpet is you have to have an arrival sticker on your ticket. Now, one of the tickets that I had from a couple years ago, let me show you this. See that arrival sticker? If you have that sticker on your ticket, you have access to the red carpet. They give you parking passes, and if you drive yourself, you get a self-parking ticket like this, where you can park in any of the parking lots around the Staples Center. Now, let me just tell you that if you do not have tickets, they block off every section of the Staples Center within about a 4-block radius. So if you don't have tickets, you're not going to get anywhere near it. But if you have an arrival sticker on your ticket, you will get one of these. It's a pass that says limo taxi. This is what you need to get up to the red carpet and get dropped off. So the other thing is that when you pick up your tickets, every year they give you your tickets in one of these. And inside of it are rules and regulations, restrictions, and one of them is, it says tickets to Recording Academy events include, but not limited to, the Grammy Awards, are for use by the account holder and its invited guests only, and are not transferable by account holder or any of its invited guests, and may not be sold. So that's why I tell you, if somebody offers you Grammy tickets, be wary, because you're not supposed to transfer these tickets. But at the end of this video, I will tell you how you can go to the Grammys without having any special connections. Now, on Grammy Day, it usually starts, the red carpet starts a few hours before the actual ceremony, and if you get dropped off on the red carpet, you go up the red carpet, the stars will go on the right-hand side of the carpet, and everybody else that's a non-celebrity goes on the left side of the carpet. The right side is the press pool. That's where everybody goes to do interviews. That's where the backdrops are that have the Grammy logos, where you see all the pictures of all the artists up against the wall. So they go that way, and then at the end of the carpet, the two merge together, and there's a side exit on the right-hand side where the biggest names, the performers, the big names will cut across the carpet and go in through a back artist entrance. So everybody else, the ticketed guests, the non-stars, the industry people, everybody else will go in through the main doors, and they'll go through metal detectors and all that kind of stuff. So then you'll go in, you'll find your seats, and it's an absolutely electrifying experience if you've never been. It's pretty cool. I wish that I had the foresight years ago to record more video or to take more pictures, but I'll insert in some of the pictures that I've taken over the years and some of the video. But it's a phenomenal thing, and if you attend, just know that one of the questions that I get asked all the time is, can you meet famous people when you go to the Grammys? Usually at most of these kind of things, they have the attendees. Most of the time when you attend these things, they have the attendees in one area and they have the celebrities in another. And there's no intermingling between the two. The Grammys, it's a little bit different because there are, on the bottom level, there's bathrooms, there's concessions, there's everything else. So while you might not run into the biggest names, you will run into people, like I've been in line before for concessions with Jack Black, with Ice-T. You will run into people because they're sitting all over the stadium. But when it comes to meeting big names, the only way that you're going to run into some of the biggest names is on the red carpet. And one year when I was at the Grammys, I believe this was 2013, one of the production guys that I knew asked me if I wanted to be a talent escort, which basically was anybody that showed up to the Grammys and did not have a date or did not have somebody to walk them down the carpet. That would be my job. And I just said, I had tickets that year, but I was there by myself, and I thought, okay, this might be kind of cool. It's a way to meet some interesting people. It's going to be a way to, maybe get on the red carpet, see some A-listers. And I ended up getting paired at one point with Jennifer Lopez, which, she's a huge name. That's a big deal. It was pretty cool. She was super nice. She grabbed a hold of my arm, and I walked her from from one interview to the next. And I don't think it was captured on camera, but I have a picture here that I'll show you guys from the red carpet. But there's been so many opportunities that have opened up through this, and it's something that people ask me about all the time, so I wanted to address it. And being Grammy night tonight, I thought that it was kind of cool. But once you get inside the building, you can pick up a program, and I've grabbed one or two of these every year. So this is what the program looked like. This was from the 53rd Grammys. This was the 49th Grammys. And sometimes I would put a marker in my pocket and have a couple people sign these. But every year it's a different theme. It's a different look. Okay, here's how it works. Once you get into the stadium, you have your tickets. You figure out where you're going to be sitting. And they tell you on the loudspeaker how long you have until they go live. There will be a 5-minute warning. I think there was a 15-minute warning, and then there's a 60-second warning. And once they tell you that it's time to take your seats, if you are not in your seats, they will send a seat filler in to take your seat, and then you can't come in until the next commercial break. And they especially do this if you're sitting on the lower level, if you're sitting amongst the places where they get a lot of camera time, places where nominees sit, places where some of the bigger artists, the performers are going to sit. So they tell you when it's going to go live, and once it's live, they want you to stay in your seat. They tell you when to applause. When they get back from a commercial break, they want everybody to be clapping. They want it to be loud. They want it to be noisy. They want it to be exciting. And that's one of the coolest things about it. And there are opportunities for people to go, which I'll tell you about in just a second. But it's a fantastic opportunity. If you've never gotten a chance to go and you want to, I highly recommend it. Now, most of the events are kind of the same. The Oscars, the Golden Globes, they all are pretty similar, except they have a little bit different vibe. But it's a fantastic opportunity. And just with the Grammys happening tonight, I thought that this would be an opportune time to answer some of these questions. People ask me all the time, how can I attend the Grammys if I don't know anybody? And there is a simple answer, and it may not be exactly the way that you would wish to go, but you can always volunteer to be a seat filler. Now, there is a company that does this, and I'm not affiliated with them in any way. I'm not getting paid for this. This is not an advertisement at all. But this is a way that anybody can go to the Grammys. There is this website. It's called seatfillersandmore.com. I'll put it up here on the screen, and I'll put it down in the description. But this is a way that anybody can show up and go to the Grammys. You sign up on the website to be a seat filler, and then as people get up to go to the bathroom, to go to the concessions, to accept awards, you can sit in their seats. You can get into the Grammy Awards. You can have fun. You can enjoy the show. Now, you may not be sitting in the same seat for very long. You may not be in the arena the whole night, but you will get in. You will be able to see the show. You will be able to hear the performances. And it's just a fantastic way to experience a little bit of Hollywood if you have not been brought up around that. So I just wanted to share a little bit of that with you guys. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comments. Have you ever been to the Grammys or any award shows? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching, and be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Thanks a lot, and enjoy the show.